You can manifest your reality with 3 steps. Assume that it's real, act as if it's already done, praise and thanksgiving. This is day six of our APT session. Welcome to the Indigo Room.
Welcome to the Indigo Room. Serenity ahead.
Here we go, it's the Indigo, sending the best in bliss, yes, so let's go. Bringing brainwaves to a higher plane, manifest your world, shaking the mundane. Shift thought, make moves inspired, change self-worth for words, taking you higher. Bring forth your serenity, forget words like destiny. Cause the path you choose is up to you, so make your move to find the way in you. The dust the sky will mellow high, and spirits rise, and winds of change. So yes, I invite you. So come on through. See how we do in the Indigo Room, yeah.
Welcome to the Indigo
Hey, welcome back to the Indigo Room. Today is day 6 of our APT program, assuming it real, acting as if it's already done, praise and thanksgiving. Hi, I'm your host, Sydney Chase, and this is where we discuss all things spiritual. And by that, I mean that we're non-physical spiritual beings having physical human experiences. Life is supposed to be good. It's supposed to be delicious, even when it's wicky wacky. That's how I'm rolling. Hello. Welcome to the Indigo Room. Tonight we're going to be discussing our intuition and how to follow our intuition and how to follow that still small voice within. So I want to say hello and welcome to all of you, my friends and family. And I want to say hi to Linda and Barb, who's here tonight. Mwah. Hello, ladies. And, a troll. Okay, so tonight we're going to be tickling our amygdala and we're going to be discussing following your intuition. And then we're going to do our check-in. So first, I want you to close your eyes because we're going to be tickling our amygdala. And where's the amygdala? It's right here, above your temples. And when your amygdala is clicked closed, you're in fright or flight mode. When it's open, that lights up your frontal lobe. You're feeling good. And you can kind of think better. It's a bit of a brain hack, and it helps you with your imagination because that is how you are going to create your reality. So I want to thank you all for joining us these past 6 days. It's been kind of a blast. I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time too. So imagine, close your eyes first. If you're driving a car, riding a bicycle, or walking, please stop and sit down somewhere. Close your eyes and imagine that you have a feather in your hand. You decide what the color of the feather is going to be, right? I told you mine for this year is golden purple, so that's how I'm rolling. I have a golden purple feather in my hand, and you're going to imagine that you are feeling the bristles of the feather, right? You're just rubbing them up and down, feeling the bristles, trying to get that real good feeling in your imagination that you are actually holding a feather in your hand, because you are. Everything that's in your imagination is real. Okay. So once you've got that feeling, what does your feather look like? What does it feel like? Is it soft? Is it stiff? Is it bristly? Is it a little limp? You're going to pull your feather up and slide it right into the center of your forehead. And then you're going to slide your feather over to the right and tickle your amygdala on the right. And then slide your feather over to the left and tickle your amygdala on the left. Pull your feather out. You should be smiling. Hopefully you're smiling. I hope you're smiling. If you're not smiling, then, go ahead and tickle your amygdala again. So welcome, 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 Barb, Linda, and trolls. Tonight we're going to be discussing following your intuition. This is one of the key things when you are manifesting, as we talked about last night. And again, if you're new to the channel and you haven't started this yet, you can start at any time. You didn't miss anything. All right. You didn't miss a thing. At the end of the video on this side, always get that confused. At the end of the video will be our first video that we did. You can click it right here. You can watch it. And if it's not up there yet, because, YouTube has a really slow lag thing going on with me and StreamYard, the video is in the link below. And so is the playlist. So you can start from the beginning and work your way up and catch on up to us. Or not, take your leisure. Do it the way you want to do it. It's your reality. Roll the way you want to roll. Hey, Funky, how you doing? Funky 00's in the house. So tonight we're discussing your intuition and following your intuition. And as I talked about last night, it is really important to, sit down with your spirit, sit down, get quiet, ask if there is something that you should or should not do, right? What can I do to prepare for my manifestation, right? We talked about digging ditches, and that comes from the Book of Kings. And an angel came to the kings. They were in the desert. They didn't have no water for their horses and their men. And the angel told them to dig ditches. And they're like, what? We're going to dig, because water's coming. Dig your ditches. No sign of clouds, no sign of rain, nothing. All right. Okay. God said dig ditches. All right, we're going to dig ditches. This is when I learned how to become a ditch digger. To get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Because it's already done. So now what are you going to do to prepare to get ready? When you make your move, God's spirit makes its move towards you. All right. So they were told to dig ditches. And they went ahead and dig ditches. And the water came, filled up the ditches, honey. Just filled it up to overflowing. And they were able to take care of the horses. The men had water. Everything worked out all right. They didn't die out there in the desert from thirst. Okay. So your spirit oftentimes will give you a hunch or a thought or an inspiration or lead you in a direction. I am going to share some stories. If you have some stories of when you used your intuition, let's hear about it. But what is your intuition actually, right? How do you know? How do you know? It's not going to be a fearful thought. It's not going to be something like, oh my God, I don't want to do that. It's never going to feel like that. Not for me anyway. It's never felt like that for me. I have questioned it many times. I'm going, what? You want me? What? Like I gave you the story when I was all prepared to move and then, found out that I wasn't. And I followed it. I followed my spirit. I stood down. I was like, okay, I'm not moving. And then a couple of months later, I found out the reason why. Oftentimes, you may not even ever find out the reason why. You may not even know. But you're following your intuition. You're following your guidance. And I look at it like an adventure. Okay? What does spirit have for me to do today? And when I'm using my journal and I put stuff on the God side, and in the morning when I'm doing my morning rituals and my morning, I don't want to call them rituals, but they are kind of rituals now, or my morning habits or the things that I do in the morning. I often say, to spirit, what is it that you want me to do today? Is there a lead that I can follow today? Not in a desperate way, just in a very calm way. You know, is this something that I can do today? It may be to send somebody some money or buy a gift for someone. You, I'm telling you, sometimes the things that spirit be telling you to do is just like, what? Like one time I was led to give somebody some money and I really didn't have the money to give, really, in the in my wiki wacky thought process. I was like, yeah, I ain't got the money to do that. So I asked for a definite lead. Definite, give me a definite. And oftentimes you will get the feeling in your spirit again, and it might be a little bit urgent. It won't be something that, knocks you out, but it might feel a little urgent. You may even get it 3 times. I'm like, if it comes 3 times, that's it. I'm doing it. Right? If I ignore it the first time, all right, I'm going to question. This is what saved my life many times. It actually saved my life during 9/11. I've talked about that on the Indigo Room many, many times. And for those of you that are new, I used to have a shop. That's how I got my shop, actually. That's how I opened my business, listening to spirit, right? Starting my business, I started my business listening to spirit. People used to say, oh, your designs are beautiful. And I'll be like, it wasn't me, it was God. I'm telling you. Because I didn't have the idea at all, right? So oftentimes you will find that the idea or the inspiration leads you to your abundance, but you must act. You must act on your faith, because even though you don't see it, you're going to do a little action. You're going to have to do a little action. You just can't sit on your couch and go, I'm just going to imagine. No, sometimes you have to do a little action. Sometimes you have to get up off your couch and do a little action. Because we're in the world, we're in this world. We move, we have our bodies, we move, we groove. Sometimes it may be that you have to, be led out off your couch. How about that? So one of the things that drove me crazy about The Secret, the movie, was, everybody was just like, just manifesting everywhere and they wasn't doing a thing. Sometimes you do have to do something. All right. Hey, Barb said, my parents, my typos. I don't even know what that means. Linda says, my intuition has never felt bad. No, mine neither. It has never felt bad. I question it, but it's never felt bad. You'll often get a thought. You may feel it in your gut, in your solar plexus, which is like right around here, right above your tummy. And you may feel like, I don't think I should go there right now. Or spirit may say, no, just no. You're going, what? You may hear it. It's not going to be a loud boom, 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 but you may hear it. I know for me during 9/11, I'm just going to share this quick story with you. And we're already at 15 minutes in, already, at the mouth. Get your intuition stories ready. And if you're watching this later on, did you follow your intuition at some point in time? Put your experience down in the comments below. You may encourage someone else with your story. It doesn't have to be a huge story. You could just, try to make it as small as possible, or you can make it a book. I don't care. Put it in the comments below. But anyway, I do want to apologize for last night, because I swear I thought it was Friday all day. Turns out it was Thursday. I think it was because I was doing some quantum jumping and my time frame got all jacked up. That's another story for another day. But my life, I feel, was saved because I followed my intuition. My shop, my jewelry shop, was on John Street, which is 3 blocks away from the World Trade Center. And I had a shop at that time, 2001. My shop was on John Street. I used to walk in front of the World Trade Center every day. As a matter of fact, the bus stopped directly in front of the World Trade Center every day because I would take the bus from Staten Island to Manhattan to go to my store. This one particular day, okay, I was sitting in my shop. This was before 9/11 happened, the week before. And I was sitting in my shop, minding my business, okay? And I got this overwhelming feeling that I needed to leave and go home. And I had just got there. I was like, okay, that don't make no sense. And I have been, following my intuition, working on following my intuition as well, and just being more mindful. And I said, no, I just got here. I'm going home. That doesn't even make sense. So I continued on with my day. I went up, got something to eat in the pizzeria up the block, and came back, was sitting eating my pizza, and I got this feeling again. You need to go home. That was the whole feeling. And I was like, okay, maybe there's something going on at home that I should check out. I hope my kids are cool. Maybe there's a problem with my sons. They were teenagers at the time. And this was like now, because I started my shop, I opened my shop at 12 o'clock. So now this was like around 3. And so I called my home to check on my sons. I asked them if they were okay. They said, yes. Anything go, crazy at school today? No, Ma, we're good. Okay. I said, are you sure? They were like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm just checking on you. I'm just checking on you. All right. They're like, all right. But you keep asking. No, we're fine. Okay. All right. Hung up the phone and I continued on with my day. I was supposed to be there until 7 o'clock in the evening. And the feeling came again. Pack up your things and go now. Now it said, pack up your things and go now. And I said, okay. So I packed up all my good jewelry. I packed up all of my business stuff. I packed up my client list. I packed up my business license. I packed up my tools. I had 2 huge, heavy bags of stuff. And I hoofed it down to the ferry and I went home. I got home and my kids are like, why'd you bring all your stuff home? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why. And for the next couple of days, I just could not go back to work. I just couldn't go. I just couldn't do it. Something in me was just like, either something would happen or I just had this feeling I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. I can't do it. I don't know. There's something's not right. I can't go to work. So this went on for the whole week. And on Saturday and Sunday, my shop is closed because where I was located was in the subway station right at the corner of John Street and Broadway and St. John Street and Broadway. And so on Saturday and Sunday, the subway station was closed. So I was like, okay, the next week, I didn't go again. I went and taught a class because I used to teach a business class. I went and taught that class. And then finally Tuesday came. And I got up and I was like, okay, enough is enough. I got to make money. I got customers waiting on me. I'm going into my shop. That was 9/11. My auntie called me and talked my head off that morning and stopped me from getting on the bus, from leaving to go into my shop. And I decided I was going to go in early instead of 12 o'clock, which I normally would do, because I hadn't been there for a few days. And I figured, you know what? I need to go in there, clean up, get my customers, talk to because I had orders that I, needed to make sure that my customers got their orders, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. I'm going in. She called. She said, she's talking. I'm like, auntie, okay, listen, I got to go to work. I got to go to the shop. Okay, all right, but blah, 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 blah. I'll meet you. I want to take you to lunch. Okay, fine. Can we talk at the shop? You can meet me at the shop. We can finish. She just kept talking and talking. Okay. I finally get done. I'm like, all right, I'm getting my stuff together. I'm getting ready to leave. And my phone rings. And another friend called and said, check, are you seeing what's going on at the World Trade Center? And I never went in. So all I'm saying is there will be times that you should listen to your intuition. And sometimes if it's of an urgency, it will alert you urgently. It didn't feel bad, but there was a sense of urgency for me. And I just could not get into the shop. Thank Spirit. And if we follow our intuition, sometimes you've heard stories of people saying all of a sudden they just felt like, they shouldn't get on that train, or they shouldn't get in that car, or they shouldn't get on that plane, and something happened. We all get that. We all get the hit. Are we listening to it? No, 9 times out of 10, we're not. So make it your business during these 30 days to follow your intuition. And even if it doesn't seem like it makes any sense, follow it anyway and write it down in your journal. Today, I got a hunch. The lead was do ABCDFG. And then you can come back later and when it's revealed to you, if it is revealed to you why this thing happened, or why you felt the sense of urgency, or why you felt you should go to the coffee shop today because you wound up meeting someone who was a business person who could help you with your business, or who was a mortgage lender who could help you with your house, or could help you with your cat. There's just so many stories, right? There's so many. I have so many intuition stories, and they always turn out great. It's when I don't follow the lead, or when I don't follow my intuition, that things usually go wiki wacky. So what are the feelings? Again, you may get a thought. You may ask Spirit for a lead or an answer to something, and then later on in the day you'll get a thought, and it'll be fleeting sometimes. Sometimes it'll be quick. But I got to tell you, if it has to do with something that's life-threatening, I've found that you will get a sense of urgency. Yeah, this is not for you to do today. This is not for you to do today. This is not for you to do today. Usually I'll get it 3 times if I don't follow it. And then, the 3rd time it'll be more urgent. So I do want to encourage you to follow your intuition. All right. Check in with Spirit as you're doing your meditations in the morning, as you're journaling, as you're in your prayer time, as you're in your quiet time. Oftentimes, I will get an intuitive feeling or thought when I'm in the shower, when I'm washing my dishes. Why? Because my mind is really quiet, basically, and I'm tending to be focused on the washing of my body or the washing of dishes. Your mind is focused on the action that you're doing. And because you're so used to doing it, that's when Spirit can find that little moment, that little opening, because you don't have any wiki wacky going on. It can find that little opening to say, hey, Funky, 00. Look, listen. This is what we're trying to tell you to do today. And you'll go, what? Sometimes it'll be a voice. I've found it could be a voice. It sounds like myself, but it's not something that I would have thought. And usually it will come with a feeling. So write those things down, the little nudges. It'll be a nudge. Be just like, hey, Hey, girl. Hey, man. Listen, you know what? I don't think you should go out with that girl tonight. You're like, what? I got dressed. I bought all these clothes. I figured out the restaurant. I got my car cleaned. Yeah, we don't think it's a good idea. It's not a good idea to go out with her tonight. Yeah, but she seems really nice. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going. Okay. Well, here's another hit. Another boom. Don't think you should go. Don't think you should go. And you may find out, and spirit will often give you good directions. Excellent directions. I have driven to places that I did not have a map. I didn't know where I was going. Didn't know what. And spirit gave me clear. It was like I was looking at a GPS on your phone. And this was before the GPS came out on the phone. I had clear directions. Make a left. Okay. Drive. All right. You're going to get on that highway. What? Get on the highway. Okay. Get on the highway. Okay, get off that exit right here. The exit is coming up. Okay, get off the exit. Okay, make a left, then a right. Like, I don't know where I'm at, right? And I know what I need to go, where I'm needing to go. And I'm led right to the building. And there have been times that has happened to me, often, many times. And I still sit in my car and go, I cannot believe. You still can't believe. I cannot believe that I got here. I don't know how I'm getting back home. Spirit has led me back home too. So your guidance is literally on point all the time. Linda said, when I go to town to run my errands, I check with my intuition about going to the next shop. Often I end up going home without doing some of the errands. And I know there's a comma, so there's more coming. Have you all experienced miraculous things when using your intuition and following your intuition? This is part of acting as if, all right? Because if you act as if, spirit will guide you. And she said, and doing the errands the next day and end up in a conversation with someone who needed a smile or a chat. Yeah, I have saved lives. My life has been saved following my intuition. Okay? I won't say I've saved lives. I'll say spirit saved lives through me following my intuition. I didn't save anybody's life. It's always spirit. It's always God. Okay? So Barb said, yes. Yes. You are a powerful being and you can become really healthy, wealthy, rich, have everything you want just by following your intuition. Your intuition knows about you, your experience, knows everything that you can't figure out with your rational, conscious mind and your conscious thought. Barb said too many times. Okay, so let's do our check-in. And tomorrow is Saturday. I'm on point now. I'm in sync. And I want to apologize to Momo. She was here. He or she, I don't remember. They were here last night. And I missed their comment. And I didn't see it until after the stream was over. So sometimes on this chat, because I'm using StreamYard, I don't always see the comments. And then when I look at the comments later, I'm going, oh my goodness, I didn't say hello to that person, or I didn't get that person's message. Linda says, I've changed my travel plans and avoided a major earthquake. See? And the thing of it is, spirit is not like, oh, I'm going to save Sydney and I'm not going to save this person. The message comes to everyone. Everybody. It's like the birds, right? They all know, or the animals, they'll all sense when there's danger. And they'll try to get out of town, right? Before it happens. They sense it. Your pets sense it, things, We all of us, everybody on the planet gets information. We do. It's not unique to me. It's not unique to Linda. It's not unique to Barb. It's not unique to just anybody. We all have it. The thing is, you have to make it your business to start to pay attention to those thoughts, those inspirations, those nudges, those hunches. You have to do that. It ain't up to me to do it for you. You got to do it. Mona. Hi, Mona. Funke said, my intuition takes over so much. My kids call me weird, and my husband gets upset and always asks when I'm going to get the lottery numbers. I'm going to tell you, I won the lottery one time. Not a big amount, but it was right on time, following my intuition. I haven't done it since, but, well, I do have a lottery ticket right here that I haven't looked at yet. It's been sitting there since December. I have to get in the right space to look at it. So if I'm not in the right space to look at it, forget about it. But yeah, listen, you don't know. Maybe you'll get the lottery numbers one day. You start, really, really. One of the things that I decided in 2021 was to make sure that I followed my intuition daily, right? And this was even before, 2021. It was 2020. This was before we even got it's 2019. 2019. Because I had gotten off track, with my intuition. I really wasn't paying attention like I should have been. And I had decided in 2019 that, okay, girl, you better follow your intuition because it's always on point. It's always right. And you gotta start, you gotta get back on track. So I did. And I believe that's what kept me right now, out of the fray of, that thing that we got going on in the world. And just following my intuition and knowing when to go to work and knowing when to stay home. That was important for me. I met my boyfriend in a store after 16 years, and we ended up married. So much more around that. Yes, you will. I have a friend who met her husband the same way. Spirit told her, that's your husband. She was like, yeah, okay. All right. And they've been married for, I don't even know, 20 years now. And you have to just trust. How do you trust? How do you trust yourself? How do you trust that feeling, that thought? You just got to go with it. You just have to give it a chance. Take one step. See where it leads you. Right? You won't know unless you won't know unless you know, unless you go, unless you do it. You cannot know. Sorry, not making much sense with typing on my cell in autocorrect. No, you made perfect sense. We understood you, Barb. I know, I understood you. So, how are you all doing this week? Because tomorrow is day 7. You've been on this. So you got to give yourself a little party this weekend. I want you to celebrate. Okay? This is day 6. Tomorrow is day 7. That you have been staying in your imagination, assuming it real, working through all of the wiki wacky that you've got going on, all of the drama that you have going on, whatever it is that you've got going on, you've been on point, right? Barb said, party, yes. However, tomorrow and Sunday, I will not be live. I will be here in the chat. There will be a video here, but I will not be live speaking. But the video will be provided for you. It will be uploaded, and then it'll premiere, and I will be in the chat. So we can all chat together. If you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, I want to know, how's it going? So tomorrow, I expect you all to let me know how your first week went, assuming it real, acting as if, and praise and thanksgiving. Momo, hi, Momo. I just apologized to you for last night. I missed your comment, so I want to make sure I send greetings to you tonight. Thank you for being here. I also want to remind you all to, when you're doing your assuming it real at night, when you're in there, again, make the reality of what it is you want to be, do, and have, make it as real as possible, as real as you can. Don't force it, but try, and try to, and do it over. And I don't mean try, just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, because I don't like that word try. Even though Neville uses it, I don't like the word try. Try means, yeah, I might do it, Sydney, but I'm not going to really do it. Don't try, do it. Momo, oh, thank you for giving this space for us to share. You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. So remember who you are. Remember that you are source energy right here in a physical body. Remember that you can be, do, and have anything that you desire. And remember, it's not being extraordinary that makes you unique. You are the only one like you. There's no one else like you in the entire universe. Okay? Nobody. There's nobody like you. So it's not being extraordinary that makes you unique. It is your uniqueness that makes you extraordinary. If you are new to the channel and you don't know what's going on, you can click the first video. It's going to be here. Probably won't be there till tomorrow because, YouTube is doing something. I don't know. It won't be. It'll be there, though. The first video that we did, where I manifested $50,000 for my medical bills. Actually, 50,000 plus. Then the second video will be over here, which will be the first day of the acting as if, assuming it is real, praise and thanksgiving. And remember that you have to stay in your thankfulness, right? Thank you, God, Goddess, Spirit, higher self, before the manifestation shows up for you. You got to prepare, act as if, be in praise and thanksgiving, saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, what would you be feeling, thinking, doing if this was true? It is true. It's impossible to imagine something that doesn't exist. Remember that. I love you. Have a great night. I will see you on the next video. Bye. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you. Hugs. Bye. Good night.